Hey everyone, Technomentary here with a video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be comparing the new iPhone 16 Pro Max with the iPhone 15 Pro Max from last year. I'm going to give you all the main details that you need to know, whether you're thinking of upgrading to it or considering buying between either of them. Everything you need to know, we're going to discuss in this video. So let's get started. So the iPhone 15 Pro Max, as you know, was released last year, and this year we just got the iPhone 16 Pro Max like Apple does with every year. So there are some changes. The first and the noticeable are going to be the size changes. So previously the 15 Pro Max here, which I have in my hand, used to be a 6.7 inch. Now the 16 Pro Max has become 6.9. So by 0.2 inch, it's a little bit bigger and diagonally. If you look at it, you might notice it, you might not. Now to me it doesn't seem like much of a difference, but it is a size change. Now the price point of both of the phones started about the same. When the iPhone 15 Pro Max was out, you started at the $1099 for the 256 gig, and then $1399 for the 512 gig, and then $1599 for 1 terabyte. So that hasn't changed. You would think that would change, but that hasn't changed, which is it's a good thing if you're comparing between the price point of it. Now, in terms of the other physical things, are going to be the color changes. They come in 4 different main colors. You have your natural, white, and black. And then previously on the 15 Pro Max here is the blue color, which has been discontinued. And then on the 16 Pro Max is the desert titanium, which is almost a gold titanium build of it. Now, if you look at it from the back side here, it looks about the same besides the color changes. But then if we turn to the side here, we'll notice there's a new button on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is this new camera button. Right here is a camera control. If I click on it, I can automatically or activate the camera feature that's going to be available. That isn't available. This is the 5 gig mmWave, which is also there, but this button doesn't do anything. And then if we look at from this side, again, the same thing. Both of them have that action button, top view, and then the bottom view. Not much of a difference physically between these two phones. So let's take a look at the other things you might be interested in these two phones, are probably going to be the chipset they both have. So the 15 Pro Max has the A17 Pro chip versus, of course, upgraded chip A18 Pro chip. Now, in terms of performance, are you going to notice too much of a difference? Not that much that we've seen so far from our experience here. Now, other things to talk about, it's going to be the battery life on it, which is going to be another area that probably we're going to be considering if you're thinking about upgrading from it. The battery life does increase a little bit on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. On the 15 Pro Max, it's rated to be about 29 hours, and now the 16 Pro Max is supposed to give you 33 hours. Again, those hours by 4-hour difference because of the bigger battery. Storage capacity on it, not sure what that means in real usage, but you're going to notice slightly a better battery like Apple does with every new model they release. Now, another area you're probably going to be thinking about is the charging capabilities. In the past, wireless charging used to be very limited, but with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max, you can get now faster charge. You can actually charge at 25 watt with a 30 watt adapter or bigger, so it will charge much faster wirelessly, which was a limit on the iPhone 15 Pro Max here that we have. Now, another big area, as you know, with every Apple iPhone update, it's going to be the camera itself, which is going to be a talking point. There are some changes, not too big, but they are, besides the camera control that we have. The 16 Pro now does have 48 megapixel Fusion and an ultra wide camera compared to the 48 main camera on the 15 Pro Max. Again, that's an improvement in terms of the camera that you'll notice be able to control that. As you can see here, I can just do that. Click on it to take photo. Now, in terms of other changes around video, is that there is a studio quality 4-way mic array on the video component of it, and things like wind noise reduction and audio mix are some of the other features that come with it. Now, you'll see all the same thing that you see on the other phone, but there is now a spatial mode which you won't be able to see here. That spatial mode photos and videos with the remarkable depth viewing in photo app for Apple Vision Pro, which is a feature that we don't see on, as you can see here, on the 15 Pro Max. So that's going to be one area which we'll be able to see. Landscape, we'll do some testing to see how that really looks, but that seems promising in terms of the update itself. Now, essentially, when it comes to both of the phones, the next thing you're probably looking at is going to be the software. So both of the phones have iOS 18 updated. I just updated the 15 Pro Max, which we reviewed it. Most of the features are available there. Now, one big feature is going to be Apple Intelligent, which hasn't made its way to the phones yet. We still have to wait for Apple Intelligent to come online. As you can see here, even with the iOS 18 update, we don't see that yet. It's going to come sometime in the fall. Again, exactly the date hasn't been cleared, but it's something we'll see how that goes. Of course, all other features, things like even recording phone call now directly into your phone, that feature hasn't come with it. It's going to come on 18.1 update, so we're still waiting for update. But other updates you'll probably notice is redesign of a lot of apps, such as the photo app, the control center here. I got a big update here. If I can pull down, as you'll see here, that's a big update. You can customize app color as well in terms of that. That's available for you. Now, other features, of course, with both phones, are you going to take advantage of it? Things like password app, right? Those are all just the limitation of the software itself, which between both of the phones, performance-wise, I haven't seen any difference between both of the phones. They do both have 120 hertz display to them, so of course it's pretty buttery crisp display on both of them. Again, hands-on view. Now you might wonder, should I upgrade from the iPhone 15 Pro Max to the 16 Pro Max? Honestly, it comes down to your preference of if you really want those features like a better battery, improvements in camera and charging for wirelessly are going to be the big areas that you're going to be probably considering. But if you have a 15 Pro Max, honestly, I think this still will get your job done and still pretty much comes head to head with the 16 Pro Max if you're not looking to upgrade or pay for an upgrade. But right now, the 15 Pro Max is no longer sold in store. So, of course, you can't get it in store. If you're looking to get it, you're going to have to go with the 16 Pro Max. So that's our thought and comparison between the 15 Pro Max and the 16 Pro Max. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Want to hear from you guys. If you guys are using the devices I've upgraded, what's your thought? Leave a comment in the comment section. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time.